Hello and welcome. We are Off Center, and these are our thoughts. Chilled out again. We're just switching the flavors. We got John today.
Switching the flavors.
Oh yeah.
How are you switching the flavors if it's the same motherfucker?
Well, like seating.
John, yeah.
It's like having Neapolitan ice cream and being like.
We are switching the flavors because one, different skin tone, and we're switching up.
From Cho to me.
I mean, technically, you're switching up. I mean, you're switching up the order of the flavors.
The flavor still changes. Your palate is changed.
You're
confused.
Honestly,
you don't know what's going on.
All right, just to give you the hypothetical so you can feel, like, really feel it. Say you went to Brahms.
Right.
What's your go-to burger?
Number 2, the double.
The double? Okay. You got the double.
Oh, yeah?
You're at home. You're sitting. You're reclining. You got your favorite show on. Maybe your podcast. You whip out everything, right? Like you always do.
Kids aren't home. You're enjoying your night.
And then you take a sip of your drink. You're ready to start chowing down, right? You got your mouth all lubricating.
Okay.
And just to throw you off, you take a bite out of the burger. Does that make the experience different?
No.
Because for the most part,
really?
the longest time, your ass only
the
ate the
ambiance
fries.
doesn't change the way that the food tastes.
No. The order doesn't change the taste.
What if it was? It's
I didn't say
usually.
the
What if
taste,
it's
the
cheese
experience.
meat? Cheese
No,
meat,
no,
and it's
that's-
usually meat.
no,
cheese,
no,
meat,
it's not the
cheese.
taste.
It wouldn't change because it's still.
I would say that not
You're
the
getting
taste
it. You're chewing it differently. You're
but the
like
experience
the
is
experience is different.
Yeah, but it's still getting all fucked up in there.
Yeah, but you're not
It's like
getting.
having-
You're
I
not
feel
getting.
like-
You're not getting the cheese
No,
where you would
no,
usually
no,
get
no,
it.
I'm gonna
like-
say Cap because this fool is like hella OCD and always eats his like fries first and then he eats his burger. That's what I'm saying. Wouldn't that throw you off?
It wouldn't throw me off. It would throw off
Wait,
the order.
you're that weirdo that eats his food in a
Yeah,
certain.
I'm very OCD when it comes to
You so you have to finish your fries before you finish.
my fries.
You can't eat it all at once?
Nope, I can't do that. There's no fries.
You want to know what's fucking weird? When I was in high school, I would just fucking, if I'm still chewing, I would still drink my drink. Yeah, yeah, bro. I know that's weird as fuck. Thinking about it now,
baby? Do you need baby food? Bro, that's very much baby food.
thinking about it now, I'm just like, that's weird as fuck.
Some milky way.
And that's the thing that's weird because it would be milk. It'd be that chocolate milk.
Dude, that's why
Some Gerber
I stopped
baby.
eating lunch at school for a hot minute because of that. I was just like, bro, you gotta look at what they're feeding us. This shit's terrible.
Bro, it's still fire. I would do anything for one of those like breakfast
Spicy
pizzas.
chickens. I would do anything for those spicy chicken
Those
sandwiches.
breakfast pizzas are way better than the spicy chickens.
Nah,
They're
I would
both
do it
tier.
on
I think they're both tier.
They're high-
Tier.
they're
They're
good
high
high
tier.
tier.
They're both high tier.
They're S
One's
rank.
breakfast, one is lunch. Let's not
If
fuck it
y'all
up.
want like a tier list of like the foods that we eat in school, I'm so down to do that.
I don't know if we can find all of them.
But no,
We're
it's, I'm
just
not
pickers.
eating them. Like we would, like they would. So
Oh, bro, I
the
went to
tier
the
list.
internet.
Like there's actually like tier lists that you can do online, and then
You rank it
we
from
would
S
just do
to
like
D.
yeah, exactly. We do S to like F,
okay.
and then we could just rank the foods.
Sure.
Because bro, there's a lot. Like
Because, bro, I looked it up. You can get yourself them Tyson's spicy chicken sandwiches.
Yeah, I know.
It's cool. You just gotta make a special order
unless it got
in bulk, but you can't order like 5. You
Bro,
have to
if-
order like 500.
if you ain't giving me that with that wrapping, I don't want it.
Oh man.
I think it comes with the wrapping.
Yeah, it's like it's in bulk. It's meant for like feeding
That's-
people.
500, but think about it. 500
Bro,
is
I'm
not
a
a bad
500.
deal
I'm,
if you
I
split
can eat
between
a
like
whole
10
school
people.
worth of food.
Dude, how much you think you can eat like at once? Like if you have really
No one
push
can beat
yourself.
John.
Of
That
those,
is true.
Were you eating that sandwich just straight? No add-ins?
Oh no,
'Cause
I
I
was-
used to be a
I
hoe.
I
ass
would
and
always
put the
add
salad
condiments
on it.
to mine.
I'll put ketchup.
I would. So you know how like they would give you the sandwich and then you would get the like. I don't know why they would do this, but it would just be the condiments on the side. Like
I never got that.
I would just slap it on there. I'd make it an actual sandwich.
Yeah, I always got the lettuce into it.
Yeah. I don't know why like people thought I was weird for it. I'm just like, nah, dog. I'm getting more bang for my buck.
No,
That is
I'm
true.
there
And
with you.
I'm not paying nothing.
If we're
'cause I
eating
was
just
bored.
if we're eating just breast and bread, I probably could knock down 8 of those.
Ooh.
That's I think more than I could. I think I,
I
could
could
knock
probably
down
do
a
more
3.
more than you just because I love the sandwich and I would push through the.
I love those sandwiches, but I could probably knock down 3.
Just because after a while I would get tired of
Maybe
eating
actually
those.
maybe.
3? I think I
could probably
might be
knock out
close to
more.
this number. I'm being overzealous. I think I can get close to this number.
See, I the thing is because today I had tortillas for the first time.
Torchy's tacos.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's aight.
Is that?
It's aight. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
bad.
aight.
It's not
Hey,
bad.
it's still a lot better than fuzzies.
I've never had
is
fuzzies.
A lot of people
trash.
fuck with fuzzies. I don't know.
I'm
I'm sorry. If you do, you have the taste bud of a Midwestern.
I'm gonna be controversial. I don't like Mexican food. Like Tex-Mex. Tex-Mex.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Then you don't.
sorry.
Then
Yeah,
no. Yeah.
Mexicans got real badges now.
Part of me it was just like,
They're
hold
about-
up.
Dude, I gave him a side glance. I was like,
They're about to attack my house like it's the Alamo, bro. Hell yeah, that's
It's going.
But
You're
no,
gonna be
no.
done in 6 days. Though.
No, dude, Tex-Mex is so fucking boring. It's the same shit over
bro,
and over.
I can't
and
eat
over.
it when you're giving me crunchy rice. It pisses me off.
I think Tex-Mex is okay for once in a while.
Nah.
I feel like white
That's what I'm
people
saying, once
have
in a while.
like absorbed Tex-Mex into like they think that's Mexican food. They're like, oh my god, Mexican food.
Texans for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, Texas.
Yeah, but
This
when-
isn't Texas, right? I'm
when you-
assuming.
Well, it's called
Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex. Yeah.
Yeah, but you could
Honestly,
trickle
and Tex-Mex is just southwestern food, but with hella fat. That's essentially what it is. Because if you go to Arizona or anything like that, you get pretty much the same fucking food, except they're not that hyped on the fucking queso like Texans are.
Yeah.
True.
But no, something about like, because again, I would consider like Torchy's kind of like that Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex.
But I'm just like, it wasn't bad. It was just like, it's just
Yeah, I think it's.
like, I
harder.
agree with like the whole thing, like maybe
Then you
once in a while.
You should give that same credit to, or that same discount to Chipotle.
Don't you?
It's whitewashed
Hold
Hispanic
'em
food.
up. Hold
It's
'em
white-
up.
Be honest.
Hold 'em up.
Just for the
John
sake of
just fucked your whole ideology.
just for the
up.
sake of consistency.
Also,
that's-
by the way, this is Off Center Thoughts.
we already did the intro.
Oh, you did that?
I did the intro,
Oh.
bro. This is
I
how
was
checked out. This is how checked out you were in the beginning.
Sorry, guys.
But
But-
no, bro. Don't disrespect
I'm not saying it's a lower
the
tier.
Chipotle.
I'm not.
the Chipotle.
I'm personally still not a fan of it, but I will say, like,
Okay,
you gotta
that's
admit.
because you're a child and don't like onions.
But no, being honest, it's still whitewashed Spanish food.
I don't Okay, I won't disagree, but
Is it
it's
not?
way higher tier than Tex-Mex.
It's
Dude,
the-
honestly,
but
no,
in-
it's
me,
not.
in
for
definite-
me,
no, no,
for
no,
me,
in
for,
de-
let me,
for
let me,
preference-
for me.
No,
at
that's what I'm
least.
saying. This is not a conversation about preference of like which one's better. Just strictly definition. Call an ace an ace. Both of them are essentially Spanish food that's been whitewashed.
I agree because this is the thing with Chipotle. They don't steer into that Mexican theme like Tex-Mex does. Tex-Mex is like, fuck it, we're putting sombreros on everything.
They don't even call their repollo. I mean, no, not repollo. They don't call their pico de gallo.
Yeah, exactly.
What do they call it?
They call it like
Pico
tomato
de
sauce.
gallo.
No, they call it tomato sauce. I'm like, first of all, this isn't a sauce.
I thought it was tomato salsa.
Yeah, salsa.
There
I'm
is-
like, this ain't a salsa.
So they did something good. So they're like, okay, white people love Tex-Mex, but they love white.
Bro, I can eat Chipotle all day.
I agree with you, dude. I can destroy some Chipotle, but
Really? I thought you and John for sure weren't like.
I
I'm
agree.
just the odd man out.
I agree with him that Chipotle is like a well packaged, westernized Tex-Mex, but at the same time, it's really good. But they fuck you. Chipotle fucks you. Like,
oh, no,
you want a large
Not
bag
my
of chips? It's not even full to the top; it's to the bottom. It's just like, bro, you're fucking me.
The chips are like not
But
worth it. In my
name
opinion.
one bag of chip that's filled to the top, bro.
That is true.
Name one.
No,
bag
but
of chip.
Go to the dollar
this
store.
shit
Go to
ain't-
the dollar store. Go to the
No,
gas
no,
station. You ain't gonna get a full bag of chips.
You right? But this shit is like they make the tortilla chips and then they pour it in a
Actually-
brown bag, so they instinctively fuck you.
The only ones that I would say is the Fritos. For some reason, like the hot Fritos, almost to the brim. I don't know why.
It's
I'm
not
a
to
fat
the
ass.
brim.
Trust
They're
me.
just like compacted because they're just
Yeah.
all stripped. So they all like it's still filled to the half, but you're just getting way more compared to like a fucking
Just like cheesy poofs, same thing.
Cheese was ass.
yeah. Those
Dude,
are-
I've steered away from hot chips, and I'm like in the.
That asshole steered away
I'm-
from
I'm-
hot chips. That's
I'm,
what happened.
I'm on that cheese shit. I love cheesy puffs. So like I love
your
that.
butthole to hot chip went.
No, dude. I ate hot Cheetos. Dude, one time I forgot I ate hot Cheetos and I was shitting out red. I thought I was dying,
Bro.
I was so scared.
That's just that.
Have
food
you ever had
coloring,
those
bro.
shits where like you're pleading to all the gods when you don't believe in shit?
yeah.
Like, Lord, please, today I won't fight my sister. I promise.
I go to church this Sunday.
I'll clean my room.
You just suddenly know where the Mecca's at, and you're already pointing at it for
I've
prayer.
had those shits where I get them cold sweats. It's bad.
Oh, dude, what?
Have
Cold
you guys-
sweats?
Have you guys not gotten that, bro?
No.
Only when I'm sick, like
Bro,
sick.
no, I've gotten those like with spicy food and like you just had like a bad bowel movement. I'll be having those shits where I'm just like,
I don't understand that.
like, bro,
concept
I'm
of
over
a
here
good
like
bowel
this,
movement.
like it's bad.
Oh, dude. Go to the doctor.
Well, just so you can tell me, hey, you're fat.
No,
No,
because
they can at least do a colonoscopy or something like that.
yeah,
See
it's
if
a
there's
free
something-
butt play.
That's why John goes to the.
Yeah, I know. That's
I've
what
never
John
gotten
got.
one
John got
yet.
a pinky once, and then he said, "Fuck it, put a camera."
It was
You,
like,
you said how many
Yes.
feet? You said how many feet? Boy,
Boy,
you free tonight?
have you ever like taken a shit and you're a little bit dehydrated, so that shit's like you can feel it?
yes.
Like
I know it's exactly what you
it's like
mean.
it feels like you're pushing out like spikes out of your asshole,
Yes.
and like yeah, take that in your
Every
brain,
female
guys.
viewer has left, by the
Hey,
way.
every, like, actually, no. I feel like women poop, right?
Do they?
Do they? Women, if you're out there, do you poop?
Chuck it, man. I hope
Okay.
you're enjoying this while
This,
you're eating.
this I mean, the bit is funny once in a while to do the whole females don't poop, but like some girls be dropping bombs, man.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, for
And when
real.
they're open about it, or at least they're like not like a bitch baby about when you call them out on it, that's kind of to
Bro,
me at
living
least
with-
personally is a little attractive.
Living like growing up with just like women all around. No, they take shits.
Yeah, dude.
I agree with it. I think you know what? Have you like with your significant other, or whenever you had a significant other, like when they fart in front of you, like you're like, oh, we're open, but like, ladies, you can take it a little bit too far. Like,
I haven't had that happen.
oh, really? I had, dude, fucking one of my exes was like she farted. I was like, oh, that's you. You feel like comfortable with me. She's like, oh, thank you. And then she started farting on me, bro. That is like no.
That's
That's a fucked up. That's a biological
She's
attack.
trying to give you
Yeah,
some.
holds
She's
up.
trying to give you some pink eye.
I know. I mean,
hard pause. She went from first gear to fourth
oh,
right away.
yeah. Not even that, bro.
She double clutched your ass.
I wasn't even the car driver. She just went full exhaust on me, bro.
Jesus.
It was terrible because like she kept like farting on me, bro.
Like when? Or what kind of situation?
Bro.
Like I'm talking, I'll be laying, like we'll be cuddling in bed, and she'll stand up, and I'll be like, oh, okay, and then my face, and then I'm just like, oh, and then she'll go kee kee kee, and then leave, and then I'm just like, God, I'm gonna choke this bitch if she does this one more time.
I know instinctually
that
if that
kiki is
happens,
gonna be a Kia if you don't stop.
yeah, I would just punch her right in the butthole right there.
Yeah, and
right?
and
The
just-
fuck's wrong with
and
you?
just because I can edit it, I'm gonna say the name. It was funny, bro.
I'm not surprised.
Bro, Puerto Rican food does not smell good going out.
Dude.
Bro, nah, I haven't had it to that extent.
No,
I have
not
had it.
100%.
I do find it a little weird when, like, if I just first started talking to somebody, a woman, a woman,
Woman.
and then like they're just like, maybe second time we hang out, they're just like ripping,
Like ripping ass.
ripping ass.
Do they
So, like,
lift the leg? And
Yeah,
everything?
is it silent or?
Oh,
or
no.
Is it like?
These are bombs. I've had that a few times where I'm just like, hey, I appreciate that you feel this comfortable. But I'm not there.
Right, like a little. Okay, it's cute once in a while. Like if you're like
Yeah.
laughing and you go, and you're like, oh
Yeah.
yes. But if it's like an instinctual attack on me,
Yeah.
that's fucked. Because I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't fart in your face.
Like, I'm very caus's to not do that when I'm first
Because I
meeting
kn-
somebody.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm having the courtesy to do this. I demand respect. Where's my respect, goddammit?
Second hangout, I can understand. That's a little too far. I've never had that problem. Like most of my significant others are either fart shy for some reason or their body just instinctually won't fart. Like I had a significant other, like she wanted to.
I didn't mean to do that.
Motherfucker playing footsie with me.
No, I extended my leg and I felt his foot, and it took me a hot minute to be like, that's John's
it
foot.
didn't help. It didn't
What am
help
I
that you
saying?
made eye contact. You lifted
If
your
you
eyebrows
edit
and
this
then
in a
touch-
way, if you edit this really good, like you'll see where I go like this, and
he literally goes, and then you feel the feet contact, and I just went.
It's funny because like, as soon as like, oh, my significant other, and I'm just like, why the fuck are they looking at each other? Like they like they're part of the story. There's something I don't know.
No, but yeah,
Fucking-
look, I was in prison.
So you always identify as a she. Keep going.
No.
Pride Month YAS. Keep going.
but yeah, there was a hot period of time like she literally said that she envies how like just relaxed I am when it comes to farting.
I really thought you were going to stop at cum. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I just
Good
like
to know, John.
very laid back. I'm done.
John, hit him with the sophomore.
But no,
Hit him with them R&B moans.
but literally after a while, like towards like the middle half of our like relationship, she would like pause conversations just so she can see if she can actually force a audible fart out. And
To
I was
you? Like
just not to me, but just to show that she does fart. And I was just like, I don't care.
Wait,
like
so-
you don't need to prove it to me, because I think it was one time like I had met her father, so that was like, you know, a big
So
deal.
formal.
And yeah,
I had met her father.
Father?
well, I don't want to call him what she calls him.
Daddy.
Poppy.
Papi. Papa.
Papa.
But yeah, and then like he was married, he was with her stepmom, and I guess she was making passive, like, you know, like teasing her about like meeting the boy finally.
Mm-hmm.
And then she said something, and then he audibly laughed about it. And then I was like, well, what happened? And she translated, and essentially she was like, have you gone out? Do you guys go out to eat? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, have y'all ever ate Chinese food around each other? And I was like, yeah, sure. Well, yeah. And she's like, girl gets gassy after that. And they're like, she drops bombs after it. And I was like, never heard it. And after that, she was like, yeah, I don't think I've ever farted around you. And I was like, that's fine. And I'm just still doing my thing and ripping ass every other minute.
I've gotten the deadly ones where like we're driving back, and then I'm just like, we didn't pass through no sewage, girl.
Oh shit!
It was like there's no plumbing going on here, just on that ass.
Just on that ass.
When
And
that
I'm just
happens,
like,
I'm just
in my head, I'm just like, I don't say anything because I'm just like, respect. I'm like, I can like, I know if I bring it up, it might like make you feel weird.
Yeah, I also don't do that.
It just,
Like,
I just tease
it
them.
honestly
No,
varies
it
on like the
depends where.
comfortability
Yeah.
and that you are with the person. It's like I've had it where like it's too soon, and then I've had it where I'm just like, okay, you can.
Yeah.
If you rip ass, I'm not gonna care.
Right, but also I would never make anybody feel bad because I was that kid in like third grade that accidentally leaned over and then let one rip, and then the whole class stared and looked at me and laughed, and I was like, wow.
Bro, yeah.
Nah, as a kid,
I
I was
was
a
like-
silent one.
No, I was like, it was like those accidents like you didn't even know you're gassy. You just go, you're like,
You the ones where you like lean and you just lean
then
too
everybody-
much.
and everybody looks at you like, did this motherfucker just do that?
I think it's also I had no ass cheeks, so farts didn't make noises. I guess
Wait,
when it
wait,
comes
so
down to it.
are farts like considered like? Is it about like your butt cheeks ratio? Like,
It's
loud-
the-
It's squeezing out of your ass, and that's what's
Yeah,
making.
the-
the
so you're
noise.
telling me these thick bitches on TikTok
Probably
have a
really-
trumpet?
Yeah.
Nah, bro, they're rocking like fucking tubas, bro.
They're blah. Like,
But
we're talking
yeah,
about farts. That's
Those
true.
hard baritones.
Wait, but to wrap up the story, like literally, we would be like, say, like we're just hanging out watching a movie or like conversating. It's like new and just bring up casual conversation.
Isn't it crazy?
So
like
you
the
like
weather
jazz?
is
And she'd
like.
be like, it disappeared. And I was just
Oh,
like,
what the fuck?
and I was just like, what? And she's like, I thought I needed a fart.
She
And I
makes
was
it
like,
she makes a scene.
because it was like, again, at this point, our relationship was so like it was pretty long. So she just like it was almost like years, and she was like, I need to prove a point that I can fart around you. Because like she was like, I feel
I
like
think she put too much pressure.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
got
Or maybe
she
not
got-
enough pressure.
She got.
meanwhile again, and I was just like, again. And then again, at that point in the time in the relationship, I was like, bro, I'm not even thinking about farting. Like, I don't care. It just happens.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, for her, she was like, no, I need to prove a point that I can fart around you. And I was like, I don't care.
She's determined. That's terrible. That's why. Why is that? So, is that
I don't know.
how to win?
I think
win
it's
your heart,
because
John?
I had mentioned that another significant other was very shy about farting, but she's,
So she wanted to outdo them.
I
Okay,
guess,
get it.
but
I get it.
then no, I think
She
the
wanted to
reason.
flex them cheeks.
Yes.
No, I think she
I'm better than that bitch.
No, I think she didn't like the fact that I talked about it a little fondly because I was like, that other significant other exclusively only farted when she sneezed, which cracked me up. I don't know why. It just like, imagine
All
you're
that
just
pressure, bro. All that
Bro,
pressure.
I do that.
It
I've had
happens.
that too.
Constant.
like, it
bitches.
happens. I get it. It happens. But I just always thought it was hilarious how she reacted to it. Cause like she's like, she had allergies too. So imagine allergy season. She's like, I don't know when. She could be just in the middle of class or some shit like that and just be like, oh shit. and they're like fucking loud ones. So I
No.
was like, the first time it happened, I literally just jumped and went, the fuck was that?
That's
You're
why-
dropping these grenades.
That's why I go I chew like dead ass make it extra. So just in case I do fart, like it's covered by the.
You still do that nowadays?
Yeah, all the time.
Now I'm just more of just like it is what it is. Now.
Yeah, dude. That's why I'm.
If
worried.
I'm around you guys, like
we rip ass.
prior
around each other.
to
Yeah,
recording
we
when
do,
we were waiting on
yeah.
you, I ripped ass and like we didn't even like act like it was. We didn't act like it was
Dude,
like anything happened.
Yeah, like, and I think it's funny because like if someone else was to like actually hang out with us when we're all super comfortable, they would be surprised at how often we're all just like talking and shit. And mid sentence, one of us will go, yeah. Anyways, like we do the full leg lift and everything.
Yeah, we're dude bros. Like we just
Yeah.
fucking
Maybe.
I mean, yeah, dude. Cho does it all the time.
Yeah.
Cho did it in
Cho,
one of the
Cho
recordings.
goes, ha! He's like, hold up.
Cho-
I feel it. It's turtling. Pop. And then it's
His
over.
eyes get smart. He goes,
Chode uses it as an accent to his point too.
Yeah.
Like if he's like really hating on something, he's like, man, that person's heart stuck bronze, fucking trash.
bro. I remember one time he did it where he was just like done with the conversation we were having. He was like, and it's like, yeah. So anything else y'all want to talk about? I was like, damn, he did a hard switch.
That's crazy. What is like the weirdest thing? Like, I mean, I'm not trying to pry into everybody's like significant others or past significant others. What's like the weirdest shit you saw someone do and you're just like never told anybody? Like you're just like, what
Man, that just made me think of that clip you showed me earlier. The gay guy story.
Oh,
What's the weirdest thing? Oh, I was blowing him and you took a little doogie on my chest.
bro. So I showed you on this TikTok. I'll see if I can send you. Oh, I don't know if we can even put that.
Don't
on
put
there.
it.
Yeah, no, actually. Not. But like, it's like these gay guys talking about a podcast.
Pride Month
They're
YAS.
like in a
Bring it back.
They're in a podcast and they're talking about like this dude's like going down on like this guy that
This other dude, yeah.
this other dude, and then he pretty much the guy that he's doing it to says, hey, I think we should start doing some doo-doo stuff. And like he wants to try some doo-doo stuff.
No, he didn't say doo-doo stuff. He said dookie. That's what made it funnier to me. He's like,
So pretty much
I want to try
this
dookie
dude
stuff.
he mentioned that he wanted to try this while the other guy's giving him that head, and then homie just shitted on him.
Wait, hold on. Okay, there's a lot of steps that we missed. Here.
No, that's literally
Like,
where it
what-
was.
That was
what
just
do you-
how
what
he
do you-
told the story.
wait, what
That's
do you-
how he told the
Oh,
story.
so like he was like, okay,
He's just like
what?
so
Okay.
if like a girl was like doing it on one of us, and then we just said, hey, I want to do some doo-doo stuff, and then there's no pause in between. He just does it. That's what that guy did.
But on the chest.
Because he was like,
Okay, so
he
there's
was
a
between
lot
the
of
legs.
questions that. Okay,
So it might have been the position.
Yeah, I was gonna say the position.
For
Like,
sure,
what was the position? Like
He probably was like,
on
I'm thinking
top,
like
right
off of the bed.
here.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
And he just scooted and then.
And then like he said it was like here.
Yeah.
I was like,
what do
oh,
you do?
bro.
Like, what do you?
Bro, he straight up pushed him off and then got a baby wipe and wiped it off, and then got a
Disinfectant.
Clorox wipe.
And then when he was done, he walked out and he said, you need to get the fuck out of here.
And homie
For
homie still fapping it.
What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Whoa.
That's what I'm saying.
Pride Month YAS.
Bro,
Remember, we don't kink shame.
We don't kink shame in this place.
Just
we
not
don't
our
do
thing.
you, but like
That's just not our shit.
but dude, to like just unexpectedly just like do that when like one you're not even asking for consent at that point. I'm like, bro, just
Yeah, that's the cringy part of the story.
like,
it's not
oh,
even the fact
dude.
that they're into dookie stuff.
I
It's
can
just,
see that happening
Don't.
just because, like,
bro, I don't
You know-
know how it would act.
you know how like you know the
I'd
Eminem
punch
song.
that butthole. I would punch the butthole.
You put it back in.
I'd punch.
Take it back.
I subscribe to Eminem's like "Lose Yourself" song. Like, I lose myself in the mood and like in the
In
moment.
the music, in the
Yeah,
moment.
in the moment. Like,
You gotta
when
let
I-
it go.
This is-
Yeah. So when I'm like having sex, bro, I like literally like I was talking to a friend about this, and they were like, dude, like when I'm in that mode, they stated like I black out, like that whatever comes out of me at that time, it's just primal like sexual energy, and I was like,
including the
dude,
shit.
But that's what I'm saying. Hold on, that's what I'm saying.
He turns into that grade 8 for real now.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I can relate to that because like when I'm in like fucking mood, like I'm not thinking about anything. There's no premeditated shit.
I still,
Get it? Shit. And no like
A lot of dookie shit today.
so
Let's
like,
go.
bro,
this is the Brown episode.
bro, like no cap, and I'm so grateful I haven't
Hey,
gotten
it's the dirty 30.
30. I'm so grateful I haven't gotten E. coli.
Let's go.
What?
I already know the name of this podcast. Let's go.
Like, I'm so grateful I haven't gotten E. coli because, like, bro, there's some instances where, like, I'm like doing the do. Sorry, I can't stop.
I like how you have to stop to like let the people know the references.
know.
Let them figure it
I
out.
know, it's just poop talk is funny.
Yeah, go ahead.
But like what's it called? Like, where was I going with this?
I don't know because you
stopped
kept on
myself.
fucking
Because all
the
this
story
bullshit
up.
that you were doing
Oh
prior.
no, okay. Because
Shit.
We need Joe. No, I'm just kidding.
Because like, dude, I subscribe to eating groceries, but like,
Yeah.
there's moments where like, hold up, there's moments where
Wait.
I'm eating the grocery and I don't even know if that shit's been mopped.
That's what I'm.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
why I'm
but
like.
that's when my prime, like when I'm in sex mode, bro, I just black out. So I'm just like, I'm eating the groceries and I don't know. Sometimes.
I will. I'm not gonna mention any names, but I remember like someone that I was with. Doing that old 69.
Oh, yeah. I remember
And then
this
my
story.
eyes just decided to open, and there were some berries hanging.
The hallway was decorated, bro.
Yeah, I was like, sleigh bells were ringing, and I was just like, oh.
He was dreaming of a
Oh,
white
and
Christmas.
I'm just like, I'm still doing my thing, but I'm just like, if this shit literally falls on me, I don't know how I'm gonna act.
Bro, because like I'm cordial. For me, I never want to make someone feel uncomfortable.
She never found out
Dude,
that
one
that
time-
happened.
Call her out now. Call her out now.
No,
I remember one time I was hitting it from the back, and then I see like toilet paper, like like the booty cheeks. I see like toilet paper. I just go.
I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about when I do that.
So then I'm like hitting it, and then I see toilet paper, and I go, oh.
Just so Cho can understand when you watch the episode
Yep.
later. Really hit him with the cross.
Go ahead.
That's too late.
No,
I already
no,
told the
no.
story.
No, he found
Yeah.
some TV, bro.
Oh, on them. I found it there.
But I removed it. I went, it's okay.
Was it on the belly button?
No, fool, it was in the booty cheek. It was in the
I
fucking
honestly-
booty hole.
I honestly-
I literally, because
I'm not gonna lie. I checked that as soon as I did this. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying. I was telling the story, and then I went, okay, they're going on this situation. It's
Why?
okay. What? Head, knees, and toes.
Toes.
So
Why?
Why?
I can
Wait.
post edit. Don't worry. I know it's funny.
But like you saying doing that TP, I've had it where like they had TP in their belly button, and I was like,
Why do you have TP in your belly?
I
button?
don't know.
I don't know why
I
they
don't
I understand
know.
Lynn.
I never.
No.
I didn't understand. I didn't even ask why. We didn't talk about it afterwards, but I was like, it was what it was. But it is what it is. Doo-doo.
The question is, what were you doing in the belly button?
Nothing. It's just like I
don't
noticed.
know.
I
That
felt
sucks,
something.
bro. You
I
felt
felt
something. How would you feel something in the
He was
belly
doing that
button?
Your
Baptist.
hands?
He was doing that Baptist third base, bro.
Yeah,
right
your
in the
finger
belly
in
button.
the belly button.
Heard that's how you get pregnant.
This is how you have the kid.
Yeah, you should have loaded right into it. And the baby grows from the tummy. But going back to, I forgot where we go. Pride Month, yes!
Got nothing to do with Pride Month.
It does. It has everything to do with Pride Month, dude. Everything we do has to do with Pride Month. Today's Pride Month. Every corporation is gay. Everybody's yas.
You say that, but Chick-fil-A still.
Dude, Chick-fil-A's on one, bro.
They still shut it on
Chick-fil-A,
Sunday.
dude, Chick-fil-A is like dead ass. Like they don't give a fuck. They'll be like, we'll donate to anti-transphobic things, and then
Oh, really?
and then people motherfuckers still be like, damn, that's crazy. Because
different.
I mean, but at the same time, just like I feel like every corporation is doing the whole like gay flag on their, or sorry, the LGBTQ flag.
There's a lot more things to that, by the way.
I know.
That's
I
why you
don't
gotta
know.
add
I
that
don't
plus,
know.
bruv.
No, there's
LGBT
like
hold
actually
on.
after the plus they've added more.
Yeah.
No, like that's why the plus just encompasses all of it. You don't have to say the rest.
At this point, that
Say
shit
the
just
plus.
looks like you know how you like buy a new video game or like open software and then there's like
The serial number.
the serial number code to activate it. That's literally
When you
trying
look
to
for the
call-
Wi-Fi, it's just that.
calling for your
Wi-Fi code.
You're calling to extend your warranty. What's the serial number on that? LGBTQ.
Quick PSA: these are all jokes.
Yeah,
we
don't
don't
cancel
have
us.
we don't
Actually,
have anything against
No, we don't.
anybody. Love
No.
who you want to love.
but if
Do
you
you?
want to hate on us, please hate on us. It's fun.
We'll have a very constructive conversation about it if you really think this is
Yeah, if
offensive.
you're, I mean, over here nobody cares about if you're gay or not.
Mhm.
I don't really give a fuck. Now, if you're an asshole, I care fuck.
Oh, for sure.
And let's not mistake.
Circling back to assholes.
Let's not mistake, because some people are like, and this is the one thing I'm interested in, like everybody's opinion. Is I hate the fact that if like a gay person is rude and mean, and you call them out on their bullshit, they get to use you're not transphobic, you're homophobic
or any kind of.
And
like
it's
thing.
just like, motherfucker, you're just a shit person. Like it has nothing to do.
I mean,
with
people
your
are
preference.
gonna always try to like do that kind of. Even like with that people that aren't that straight people do that too.
Yeah,
like they'll use anything just to make it
The
seem
race
like you're
card,
the race card, any kind of
like,
thing. And I'm just like, bro, it's not that. It's just like if you're a dick, you're a dick.
Yeah, but then some people like mistake
if you're a bitch,
that.
you're a bitch.
But some people, it's so easy for someone to get attacked by like, oh, like you were like, I'm being an asshole to you, and I'm like gay, and then you come hit me with some shit, and I'm just like, that's homophobic. You're being homophobic to me because
If they say something that's directed towards your the fact that you're
100%. Yeah. But if it's like you're literally being like you're roasting their ass for being a piece of shit, they're like, oh, you're being homophobic.
I feel like
It's
those
like,
are just.
motherfucker, come on, dude. Like,
I feel that's just like the vocal minority of like they're just like they just want something to like be upset about when like there's people out there that are just like it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's like
That
they're not gonna be over here like acting a certain like just because they're gonna throw that out just because they are what they are.
Right.
I was like, because that's just fucked. I'm like, if you're literally finding a way to like insult somebody or like make them seem like they're prejudiced towards you just because they disagree with you, that's fucked.
that is fucked. But the thing is, like, it's so common, and you know what sucks? As soon as they throw that, yeah, it's an easy scapegoat. And as soon as they throw that scapegoat, everybody's like, "Damn, that's a little bit homophobic." You're like, "What the fuck? What the fuck just
that
happened?"
happens with like the left and the right. It's just like, oh, you're this or you're that. I'm
Yeah,
just like, that
it's
happens with
labels.
anything. I was like, so I'm just like, assholes being assholes is always going to be a thing. I was like, they're always going to try to find a way to like make it seem like they're not.
And it's like fucking confusing to me, just because you're like why not just use it for someone that's actually being homophobic, like someone that's actually like dead ass hates gay people, instead of using it me just because like I told you you're
I disagree with you
shit and because you're an asshole, instead of like flipping it and making me look like I'm some Trump supporter that does not want gay people to get married.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, just chill the fuck
I
out.
kind of talked to you about this. The whole thing about like, so now that like those graduations are happening, like there was one, we kind of like, I brought it up to you. So like this kid was like walking down to get his thing and then he had a Mexican flag on. I don't know if you've seen a new one, but then the principal didn't want to give him his actual diploma because he was, he had the flag. They told him, it's like, hey, take it off. And like while he was doing it, everybody started booing him. Everybody started booing her. So she gave it to him, and then like he walked out. But then, like when you walk, they're just giving you the thing.
Yeah,
The actual folder.
Yeah, the folder,
The
but not the
folder,
actual diploma.
yeah.
But then afterwards, like when he ended up going to get it, they withheld it.
Yep.
They told him that it was just like you can't have this, and so they wanted him to apologize to the principal for making a bigger thing. I'm just like, he didn't boo you. The people booed you for trying to take that. And at the same time, just like, I was like, why? I was like, they were just like, well, you know that you can't be wearing like things over your cap and gown. I was like, but other people were. So I'm just like, why is it such a big deal now that because he's wearing a Mexican flag, but these other kids are wearing certain things? Why is it such a big deal? I was like, and people are pretty much saying that the teacher was racist, and like they like he ended up not getting his diploma like after he left. Like they ended up just like getting escorted
Off the school.
Yeah, off the school.
See, at that point, you lawyer up and you fucking get a payday.
But that's fucked.
That's fucked because you know what's thing is like, and to me, if I would have done some stuff like that, I would have been like, cool, withheld my diploma. Please bill it at so and so street. Zip code this.
Yeah, I didn't even pick mine up.
I didn't even give a fuck because to me it's just like okay, you're gonna withhold my diploma. You can only withhold it for so much until you have to dead ass give it to me legally. But I hate the fact that like he got like so antagonized. It's just a flag, dude. I hate it. Like it's saying also there's one. Did you ever see the video of the dude?
And he goes with the Hokage?
No. He goes. He's walking and he has fucking fake money. And he just
tosses it?
throws and he gets arrested.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he gets arrested.
Wow.
Because I guess it was his
like
charges
inducing
were
a riot?
inciting riot.
Wow.
I'm like, I get that, but at the same time, it's like, bro, if you spent all this time going to school you're at least allowed to do one like fucking. I'm talking about like WWE entrance.
We had
to get your fucking diploma. Like I would do
during ours, like during mine, like you guys weren't there because you guys were in a different school. But during ours, people were like dancing while they were getting it, doing certain things.
But that's
I'm just
fine.
like, and like, who cares? I'm just like, dude, it's literally their last time. Why is this such a big deal?
But then again, it's like I think it's ego shit. Like teachers, like no offense, teachers teachers are important, and I'm not saying they're not important, but let's be real, the public school system sucks ass. Like you're not really teaching kids that much.
I wouldn't say it's success because of them. I wouldn't say.
I
think you're generalizing like that. All teachers are shit.
I'm not saying they're all shit, but I'm.
But
saying,
like I know what you mean. Where like they don't have the fucking resources and all that, and at the same time, some teachers just are there for the paycheck.
Yeah. And it doesn't say like for me. I mean, at least the teachers I've experienced.
But you can't say you didn't have those. All your teachers.
They were all just like, okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Even to the point, I got cool with the point with one of my teachers, Mr. Schmidt, love you, a.k.a. the tree. Mm-hmm. He was so cool. But the like, you got to learn him as a person, and just like, oh, you're just a dude that needs a job, and you're working here. Mm-hmm. So you kind of like teach, but like you're not. It's kind of like I feel like teaching has become like back then. It was like about inspiring someone and like giving them this grandiose.
So you watched the Poetry Society or whatever, and you were just like, this is what I want.
This is what I want. I want Robin Williams.
What's the other one that was like all Hispanic kids?
The one that had
but when they all go to like ghetto school.
Yeah,
like,
the one that had.
I want to try to ride, fool.
The one that had Selena's dad in it.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I forget the name of the movie.
I forgot. That's dude. Fuck that.
That movie was fire.
That's fine. That movie was fire.
Yeah. And then the one that
school's fun.
And that other one that had
Freedom Riders?
Yeah. Was it Freedom Riders?
I think that was called Freedom Riders.
I think that one was called Freedom Riders.
I don't think that was Freedom Riders because then the other one was like in like.
What's the one that had this dead of life in the paradise? I don't know the name of the song, but it had that song.
Singing Weird Al.
Amish Paradise. Like no, but it had that song and that song was tied to that movie. I don't know what I picture the actress, but I can't remember.
Right.
Yeah.
But like that's another one where I'm just like that. I don't know where the fuck I was going with this.
See, the public school system has failed the boy.
No, but going back to the whole situation
cohesiveness.
of his diploma being withheld, like when Lewis initially told me that, the first thing I was like, well, no, it is fair that they withheld it because if they had warned him and he still went with it, he is obstructing it. Every school tells their students
I remember
to do
they told us is like, hey, don't wear off the cuff
But
stuff.
you know what I think they do that because it's more of like a controlling. Like they want everybody to be uniformic.
Yeah.
Like,
I think also
it's like
it's like a ceremony.
ceremony.
I guess it's a ceremony, but dude, high school diplomas don't mean shit. Like,
well, it's also like there's two main reasons I feel like they do that. They try to keep it uniform,
honestly feel like
just so that everybody has their moment too, because they're like, yeah, you're graduating, it's a big deal for you, but there's also 100 other kids here, and their families are here waiting for them to walk the stage too. So they're trying to just like speed it up.
Yeah, but you also gotta entertain shit.
But at the same
time,
I feel like
moonwalking. I'll be like, dude, these 2 hours of me sitting down are worth it.
But I feel like high school diplomas are more important than college diplomas right now.
I think.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
College is like not important.
I wouldn't say it's more important. I just think it's standard.
Depending on like a job that needs it. Yeah, but a lot of the times, like a lot of jobs don't even look
Sales,
at like
marketing,
the planning.
is experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True, but like you have to go through high school to get college. So,
But that's what I'm saying.
But I feel like
that's why
it's
I
less
think his statement is
significant.
correct,
It's like-
but not.
yeah.
He just didn't use the right word. I wouldn't say that it's more important. I think it's just standard. Now.
It's a standard, yes.
Yeah.
It's
Like
very standard. Yeah.
when you don't have a high school diploma, people look at you weird.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't look at people weird if like.
No, in terms of like employers.
Yeah.
okay.
Less upon like the part like you to another person because I'm
Yeah.
like I don't give a damn if you have one or don't. It
Yeah,
is
if you have a
what it is.
GED or you don't have.
There's
a
a lot
high
of people
school
that
degree.
are very successful that don't have a high school diploma.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
I'm just
or the
like
fact that 3 of us are raised by immigrant parents that probably don't have high school diplomas.
exactly.
I don't know. My parents went to school.
They have a high school diploma.
Yeah, my dad went to university and my mom
Oh, really?
was in the military. Yeah.
Nice.
That's more than my parents did.
My mom went to the 1st grade.
My mom went.
That's
to,
it?
Yeah,
That's it.
same.
My dad was like, "What school?"
Yeah.
It took me a while. I was like, wait.
So I'm just like,
Yeah.
that's why I was just like, I remember getting like, oh, like, because when you're a kid, you don't give a damn about school. But like, I remember she was just
Yeah.
like, this is something that like, you should be like honored to like have for free. While
Exactly.
one,
Right.
she had to pay, So it's like that's why they couldn't go.
Yeah.
See, but the thing is, like, I mean, maybe I'm talking shit about school teachers or schools just because, like, I hate the fact that, like, if you really look at it through, like, a magnifying glass, they're just literally teaching you to be part of the workforce. You wake up, you go to lunch, you have set assignments and tasks that you do, and Monday through Friday.
But that is the workforce.
And then it also encourages you to work outside of your normal work hours in order to get ahead.
Exactly. So the thing is, like,
that's the thing.
I think it's you're programming people to
I think they need to teach you.
I think
no
you're thinking that as in the U.S. standard. I feel like there's other school systems, obviously other countries.
there's
that might
also-
be
But
better.
I'm talking about
There's
generally
also-
the U.S. system.
But there's also
Because
charter schools where it's
that's
different.
But that's the
But
thing.
I'm saying,
different.
but that's why I'm just saying you can't say that it's all schools.
But
I'm
those,
saying
those
public
are
school
public.
system.
You're
It's
right.
just
You're
public.
right. I
Just
forgot.
public.
well, some charter schools are public schools.
That's
Yeah, but
now.
they go through a different guideline. It's not like
Yeah.
they're like funded.
But I'm just
by
like, because one,
the
the
public
school
school
was just like, that's pretty much what school was supposed to be.
Yeah.
I was like, they were just.
well, no,
they're
school was
just,
supposed to teach you how to like life skills.
No.
That's why back then there was.
But that was the
but,
life
but, like,
skills.
that's what I'm saying. That's why back
Yeah.
then they had home eg, like home education, like
They still
teach
have
you-
that.
Woodwork.
I never seen that shit ever.
and Nimitz, they had it.
They had
We
it?
had a whole floor dedicated for home ec.
No, that's just culinary, fool.
But
That's
that
called-
was
that's home
and
ec.
hospitality.
No, in home ec they taught you everything. I know in home
I
ec they're
took home
supposed-
ec. Trust me, I
Okay.
know that
Home
they
ec
had
teaches
it.
You know how to sew?
No, they would teach you how to cook.
That's not home ec.
Mostly, nowadays, it's mostly just
Yeah.
cooking. It's like basic.
Yeah, like, but
cooking.
that's see how diluted that's become from like actually learning all these set skills of like maintaining a house.
But
Now it's
even-
just like cooking. Okay,
but, like, I would say,
But
like,
you're
they-
also you gotta remember they also used to split it off from home ec and woodwork. Woodwork was a completely different trade too. But that's because back then, like being
Yeah.
a carpenter was actually like a hot
A viable
job.
thing.
But that's the thing is, it's been so watered down to the point where like people just go to school because you just have to go to school.
Yeah.
There's no reason to go to school.
Well, you have to now because
It's legal. You
no
legally
child
have
left
to.
behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, you legally have to go to school.
Yeah, but
So, like that's the thing is like
I would say that
Is
it
it
should
no
be.
left-
It should. Yeah.
That's the program that forces that you have to
no,
be
I
in
thought
school?
no child left behind means like even if you failed, you can go ahead. to
Yeah,
the
that's
next
what I
grade.
thought.
I thought
too.
it was where
I was-
no kid
No-
every kid has to go to school. I thought that's
No
what-
Kid Left Behind was a funding that I think forced schools to like really have to make sure that even like the lowest learner
Yeah.
like were up to par.
And
Oh,
can
really?
progress.
Yeah.
Can progress.
Oh, then I
But
might
the
have been
thing
all
is, like,
wrong with that.
they didn't want to have like 16-year-old sixth graders. Like they didn't want to.
Yeah.
So they're like, we need to fucking push
them up. Yeah.
because that happened to me. Like I'm not dumb, but I'm dumb. So like in 8th grade, like I fucking failed. Like that ass failed.
I felt third.
I failed. And then
He failed fucking shapes, bro.
Third was not shaped. That was first. I remember.
There's some adding, there's some subtracting. My boy had it rough.
And in all reality-
learned a fraction.
In all reality,
fraction.
It's because they were just like, oh, this is when I came to Irving, and they were just like, oh, your son's dyslexic, so we're gonna hold him back a year just to like.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Sure. It is what it. And you know what's fucked? My mom had the choice, and she was just like, "Yeah, put him back." I was like,
Bro,
you mother."
That's what happened to me. Like 8th grade, I failed everything, and then I had to sit like in the summer, in like the principal's office with my mom and my dad, and the principal was like, "Look, we have 2 options. Your son can repeat the 8th grade, or he can go with his friends to high school." And then my mom's like, "Make that fool repeat it," and my dad's like, "Shut up. He's going for it." We don't need this motherfucker to be reckless because he's already reckless. Keep this motherfucker in school.
Yeah,
He's gonna
imagine
fucking-
if you got.
It's like
held
you can
back.
have them back.
Imagine if I held back, bro. I would be fucking.
It's like you can have them back,
Reckless.
or you can make this boy a goon. It's like no, it's like you can push him forward, or you can make him a goon.
As soon as
The
they
Dom
say,
Perignon of the fucking middle school,
as soon as
dog.
your parents sign the paper to say hold back, and they're like, "Oh, after you sign that line, here's his complimentary pocket knife and
brass knuckles.
Leather jacket.
and we're gonna just throw in a plan B because I feel like he's gonna get there."
Yo, our middle school went down. Motherfuckers got stabbed.
Yeah.
What else happened? Yeah, dude. Like
There's
school was,
pregnancy
again,
shit.
public school system, bro. It's just a
But
fucking.
I feel like
People
it's
that didn't
also
wanna
just
be
our
there, too.
area too.
Yeah,
Nah, that is true.
but I'm like,
Crooked Eye was like that, fool.
start looking opposite way.
Not because like for me, like maybe once I got out of high school, I noticed like a lot of things that were like off. Like,
dude,
like I feel like we were fed bullshit, and then we were taught bullshit, and then like when we came,
I
out to
didn't
the real
know
world,
how to like function.
Yeah, because the real world is not the real world is not like
Mommy, I want milk.
I wish like they taught us how to do our taxes. I wish
Lunchtime.
Okay, honey, but you gotta say your nursery rhyme first.
Good
Good enough.
But to me, it's just like they could have used some of the resources to teach us things
Dude,
that we.
I don't disagree because at the same time, when I started like actually like working and like, I it was 2 years, and it was actually after you guys started working. We were just like y'all were talking about taxes, and I was like, "What's that?" And they were just like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "What's taxes?" I was like, "Bro, you got to do this every year." It's just like.
Dude, my heart stopped when he said that.
Same.
I
I had no clue. I had no idea what these were.
I was like, bro,
I thought you were gonna end up missing, bro. I thought the IRS was just gonna fucking kidnap you and just sell your body parts.
You didn't know what they did.
or fuck you until you pay.
All they do is they just pretty much
They audit you.
No, they don't audit me. They pretty much what they do is they just I file like if you file late,
you get penalized.
Yeah, you get penalized for it. That's it. Don't do it.
Don't
Do
do
your
that.
taxes. It's like you think you're gonna get more money. Yeah, not.
But that's the thing is just like I would have liked to know that shit. I would have liked to know what a card note is, how to like manage, how to balance the budget, how to like do all these things instead of fucking the Alamo. I don't give a fuck about the Alamo. That shit was small.
Pushed on us because we're from Texas.
Yeah, but still, it's just like unnecessary bullshit. Like, okay, yes, I need to know.
I don't give a damn when Columbus sailed the Ocean Blue. It was May of 1492. Just so you know.
Yeah, but I feel
So
like
what are you gonna do with that? Like, what the
Nah,
fuck are you gonna do with that? Probably get laid by a chick that really likes Christopher Columbus.
Nobody likes Christopher Columbus, by the way.
I would not want to fuck with a bitch.
Okay, hold on. Let's shift gears from this.
Wait, I was gonna be the controversial one and actually support school systems.
Why?
I will say this:
Go.
going to school for at least however years that you have to go through does teach you some social skills. Is that the school system itself teaching you it? No. You have to learn it yourself.
Exactly. Is that nowadays? Because a lot of people nowadays, I wouldn't say it is because of the internet.
But also, like,
kids are very like.
But that's the thing.
I feel old saying that, but kids are very fucking like
social
into like the likes and like the popularity goes by like.
Well, that's just
that
the scheme of how society works
that's
now.
Just wild.
Dude, you know what I saw? An interesting TikTok, and it's like this.
It was a Molly Rock.
It was the silhouette challenge or whatever. What's that one?
No, it was like this person
baby,
explaining. This person explaining like the preteen phase for kids.
R.I.P. that pussy.
How the school system works nowadays.
Clap.
The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
No, but they said that like you know how we went through preteens, right?
Yeah.
They're like fashion wise, like companies that used to sell preteen clothes, they're running out of business because as soon as kids hit the preteens, they start dressing up like
Adults.
16, 17-year-olds.
Bro, my nephew wants like shoes that I would get nowadays, and like even then I was like I still have to like think about if I want these kinds of shoes. He wants like $100 to like $1,000 shoes. I'm like, homie, you're getting Payless.
But
I was like, and I'll be honored that you're not getting Payless because we're doing good enough nowadays.
But here's the thing: is like, isn't it? It's kind of weird how like we grew up in the preteen phase, but like now, like you said, like socializing and everything has changed. So there's not this like weird, awkward like kids can't be kids for long enough until they have to like be grown, or at least to themselves.
I wouldn't say grown.
Or at least to themselves feel like they need to be grown.
Yeah.
Because like,
but we felt that too. We felt
in a way.
to a certain degree, because I never felt like for me when I was like 13, 14, I was like I'm still a fucking kid. I ain't trying to like.
That is true. We were still rocking toys then.
Yeah,
at that time.
I was.
Or at least like we had just dropped off the toys.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
No.
I mean, I was still playing with Legos. Bro, I was still rocking.
I was just like, if you said video games, I'd agree with you.
Nah, I was still
playing-
fucking with Legos too.
I'm still cuddling with my cuddly body.
Nothing like that, but I was still fucking with Legos at that time.
I mean, people fuck with Legos nowadays. I want Legos nowadays.
True, I want.
Give me that $1,000 like little Lego Millennium. Man, this is hard. Lego Millennium.
Have you ever had a dream that?
We were just gonna do that again. It was like no, that Lego Millennium Falcon.
Damn.
Dude, those are sold out and they're hella expensive to
I know.
rebuy. I hate
They're in
it.
like the 600.
But see, the thing is, like, we had an infancy. Like, we could like
I think
slowly
kids can
ease
still
on
have
to
that
like.
if you. It depends on the parents.
But like the
themselves.
thing is, social
It
media and the
depends on
social
the-
pressure of being grown or being like
exactly,
an
it's
adult.
the exposure that
See,
your
but it
parents are
depends
willing
on
to
the
give you.
people that you're like fucking with. Because like when, bro, what we were doing in high school, people weren't doing that. We were playing like we were having recess after school, dog.
Yeah, we were.
That
The
we
kind
were
of stuff
having
we were
shit,
doing.
bro.
We were doing recess.
We straight up as high schoolers did the Little Rascal and had a kickball tournament.
Exactly, and people were like heard about it, and they just came and did it because they were just like, "Oh, this is just something."
And most
like,
of the people that came weren't initially to be like, "Bro, I want to join in." They came to see. They're like, "Is this fucking real?" And then they see a bunch of grown kids playing. That's what we were, grown kids playing kickball, and they're like, "I fight with this. Let's just fucking
I'm
try."
just like, bro, it's just fun.
But see, that's the thing. Is like it's kind of fucked that nowadays.
I'll fuck
it's
somebody
like,
up in Foursquare nowadays.
Dude, we were playing mad Foursquares. Dude, in the hallways,
Yes,
wall
dude.
ball. Oh
Wall
man,
ball.
we were in prison. That school's literally prison. We literally
It didn't help that we had a place called the Dungeon.
Yeah. Oh fuck. But that's just crazy to me that like nowadays like kids can't be kids anymore, and they're like. I mean,
Man,
that's sad. It's sad
I think
to
it's
me.
just like
it's a little sad.
the social aspect
From a
is like
social
making them
perspective,
feel
maybe.
that they can't. I feel like like kids should still like do what we did, bro. We were playing some dumb games. We were playing, bro. We made PCP like lightsaber PCP pipe.
I thought you said PCP was like we were
We were
making
making
PCP.
PCP.
Like an angel does, bro. Like every other kid. What the fuck? You skin your knee, you take a snort. Come on.
So baking
Breaking
powder?
Bad took it from us. I'm just saying.
We were just selling crack. We were
Oh,
kids.
Breaking Bad, but high school
I
version.
know, right?
But like that's the thing. It's just weird. I mean, maybe it's just maybe
Breaking Band.
Breaking Bad.
maybe that we're that old to the point where we're just like, fuck. Like,
But like,
not even-
I feel like we just maybe we were like
But I feel like that's just our group
outside
dynamic
because we
too.
didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, bro, we were playing some, like, we made some dumbass games and we were doing some dumbass shit that I'm just like, people will come by and like, we didn't give any fucks to like thinking of like what they thought of us.
But do you think that's the issue now? Everybody cares about what everybody thinks.
Oh yeah, I feel like that's a big,
especially when it comes to kids. Like,
like, oh yeah,
'cause I remember back in like being a kid, like a preteen and stuff. Like I cared if someone's talk shit about me. I'm just like, why? But nowadays I'm just like,
I feel
still
like
do.
kids are way more socially aware. So,
I think they're actually socially
inept.
like inept. Yes.
But like I say aware because I feel like they're more in tune to like know that like this is like something
That's
that
cool
like
or not.
would like I'd be an outcast for or something like that. But I'm just
Exactly.
like, bro, some of the funnest shit is like that outcast shit,
yeah.
like the band.
Hey y'all.
That shit. Like I feel like that like just do you. Don't worry about what people think. But it's hard to say because like me as a almost 27-year-old still has that shit. Where I'm just like
Right.
feeling like I'm just like shit, like what are people gonna interpret? And I'm just like it's hard, but I'm just like you gotta just let it ride, baby.
Let it ride, baby. But that's like, I don't know. For me, part of me feels sad. Like, dude, like these kids are like probably not gonna. They're gonna like go back when they're older and they're like, fuck. Why was I wearing like Versace shit as a fucking 13-year-old when I could have just enjoyed myself? And,
Yeah.
like, I think it's like the social standards have.
But they're at home listening to Hoobastank. They're not a perfect person.
I'm not a perfect person. I never meant to do those things to you. Dude, that dude was Asian. It's cute.
So, perspective from a parent,
Oh yeah, you're a dad. Go,
Oh, yeah.
kids can still be kids.
And thanks for watching. No, gotcha.
This is the part of the podcast where we ask for you to check out.
That's fucked. No, go ahead.
Go. No, it's okay.
It's fine. Nah, it's fine.
Oh,
I
I want to hear.
Anyways, like,
I want to hear. What do you actually? I'm concerned. Not concerned. I think that's a bad word. I'm interested to see how your son turns out to be.
because
He's reaching the age where he's about to hit that like weird age where he's like, wait, I'm getting bigger, taller,
He
stronger,
is.
faster.
dude, he is already at that.
Yeah, he
he's
is.
conscious about his weight. I
I remember I mentioned it to him, and he told me, he's like, hey, don't say it to him because he's
he's really conscious about it.
and I'm just like, whoa, what the hell? He's like, your son's a baby in my head still.
Yes.
To
Yes.
us, but I'm like, But you guys are concerned about kids not having the chance of being a kid. But like one of the times that me and Louis were hanging out at the front, we watched this boy fucking throw a rock by himself on the ground for like 11 minutes, and you were just like, I'm very impressed at how well entertained he is by himself. And he just was throwing the rock on your driveway. Yeah. And we're just like, kids can still be kids. It just depends on how. I'm not gonna sit here and say like, oh, I'm a perfect parent, but like it depends on the kind of exposure that your parents give you.
That is true, but I feel it's less like younger kids, like your son. I'm talking about like mid.
No, because I watched the preteen yet. Because I watched the preteen. I pretty much have experience with 2 preteens prior to that too, and one of them was like fucking barely 11 or 12, and they're sitting here trying to tell me that they're pan. I'm like, bro, you don't even fucking know how babies are really made.
But you see that? The fact that they said that they're pan? Like, how they did
But that's what I'm saying.
How did they come to think of that?
Because of the exposure that their parents exposed them to. They allow them full access of the internet to experience these kind of things instead of monitoring it. I'm not saying you got to be a helicopter parent and like fucking, but you got to tell them the reality of things. Like, one of the times you came over and we're watching like a video that he watches of those fucking dudes that are from Dallas. Mm-hmm. Like they're like a kid channel. That's just through and through what they're doing. And they're our age, and they're just like, essentially all their videos is just mad flexing on little kids that they're hella rich and they can buy hella things that kids want. And I'm like, and because of that, that's instilled the culture to the kid that clout is important.
Right.
And then I remember there was a slippery slope with my son, and he was like, he started wanting some of that shit. And I just went, no, I'm gonna call you out on this. You don't need 200 Nerf guns to have fun with Nerf guns. And I went out to the dollar store and bought 2 Nerf guns, and we had a hella good time for like 2 hours shooting at each other. And then fucking 3 months later, you guys had a hella fun playing with those Nerf guns while we were playing pool. Like that's the thing that you gotta, if you are conscious at least of what your kid is experiencing, and then it's also communication with the kid too. You can still allow them to have kid experiences in this new world too.
But this is the one variable that I would say is he still hasn't hit that age.
I think at this point in time, every kid at like as soon as they hit 8. They're pretty much a teenager because he throws sass at people and
that's different. Then there's being kids.
I wouldn't disagree with like younger kids are now like
they're maturing faster.
They're maturing faster. That's what I'm saying. But it's not the preteen stage that like.
But you said it. Preteen doesn't exist anymore. So literally, I think by next year he's gonna just be a normal teenager to me. Motherfucker already worries about. Motherfucker has acne, dude. Weird. Think about it. He's 8 and he has acne.
That's because you fucking blessed him with your skin, bro.
I don't know why, but he's conscious about it. He's conscious about it. Like me and his mom have talked about it when he's not around. Like, oh, what do you think is the cause? Maybe we should try this. And then he comes up and he goes, "Dad, I'm not breaking out, man." And I was just like, "Why the fuck do you?" First of all, you go to school at home, man. Who are you trying to impress? Second of all, how did you learn the word acne? But you can't spell the word was. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Like, that's the thing. It's concerning me because I remember my cousin or my half cousin, like he's I don't know how old he is now. He's probably he's 10 years younger than me. So what am I?
26.
He's 16, 17, right? Oh shit, he's 16, 17. God damn, I haven't talked to him in a long time. Like that's family. But anyways, like I remember because he grew up part of like, you know how like the beginning when YouTube started picking up more traction. And I remember him like coming over to our house, our family house, and then like he would just be like, "What's the password for the Wi-Fi?" And I'd be like, "Okay, it's this." And then he would just hide in the corner and not talk. And I'm just like, dude, what the fuck is going on? Like, I remember as a kid, like my mom would be like, "You better say hi to everybody in this motherfucking room right the fuck now." And
dude, that's a struggle for any kid now.
Exactly. So I'm just like, dude, like
I have to drop kick this motherfucker just to say hi to anybody else. Like you guys see it every time I pester him. I'm like, say hi to your uncles. Say hi to your uncles, and he'll just be like,
"Hey." It takes a hot minute, and then it'll be like, "Hey."
Yeah. But the thing is, like,
can I play your Switch? I'm like,
But isn't that interesting? Like, because the internet is a very powerful thing, and that's where it's like really slippery.
But it's the same.
Hell of a thing.
The internet's a powerful thing. Hell of a thing. But it's a powerful thing. But it's almost like the same situation that we saw with like teenage celebrities. When you give someone that young that much power through and through, and just expect them to know what to do with it, of course they're gonna fuck up.
Right. I feel like it's just more of like kids have to have such a certain sense of awareness nowadays.
Yeah.
That like we weren't expected to have.
Right.
Because I'm just like that like, bro, I wouldn't like think twice about like doing something back in the day. Like now I do.
Yeah.
I was like, because I'm just like I'm a kid. I was like, I'm not thinking about like what this is gonna do or like how people are gonna like view me by doing this.
Right.
Or doing something where I'm just like doing some off the cuff stuff.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like nowadays I'm just like you have to like be on your ones and twos with that. I'm just like, bro, I wouldn't even be able to do that like when I was like your age.
Yeah.
Right.
It
Like,
just
and now it feels like they have to be like in a certain sense of like you're expected to it.
Right.
When it, like I feel like they feel that pressure, well, we're not giving them that pressure.
or even if they're
yeah, I
not
can
consciously
see that.
aware that they have that pressure, they feel it in the back of their brain. Like they're always kind of like low key on their toes
Because
of like worrying that they're gonna fuck up something.
Yeah,
Because the interesting
I'm
thing-
like I feel that now, and I'm like again, 27. I'm just like, how are you feeling that at your age, bro? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
But the thing is, like, I read an article saying that, like, kids, you know, like when you were young, like your teacher asked you, what would you want to be to grow up? You'd be like, oh, firefighter, this mechanic,
YouTuber.
this.
YouTuber.
Now it's just nothing but YouTuber, influencer, TikToker. So I think, like, in a weird way,
Again, it's exposure.
exposure. But the thing
If
is,
they weren't aware
it's
of
like-
it, they wouldn't care.
but the sad part is, like, we need people in society to not be famous.
But understand
we
that
need
like
we need the people that go out and collect your garbage.
So this is
We
our
need-
last episode, guys.
no. But then, no, we earned our stripes, baby. We went through the fucking Obama administration. We went through the Bush administration. We deserve it.
But at the same time, it's just like
We deserve it. Millennial, goddamn.
we also when we were that age, we never said it, but we always wanted to do YouTube. We like now we're doing
Yeah,
it now,
but
but like
not
we
at the
didn't
age
say
of-
it because
not
it
at
wasn't
the-
the
Dude,
norm.
Not at
honestly,
the age
as
of
a,
5. Not at the age
at
of 5.
I
though.
wanted to be in. I wanted to go to Hollywood. I didn't know if I could be an actor, but I
I
wanted
was
to
at
be
5. I didn't
in
know
that.
anything on 5.
When I was at 5, I was like, I want to be a
I would
policeman.
say like in
Or
high
a
school,
jet pilot.
era. That's when I started thinking of it.
I remember saying, I want to be a policeman, and then someone told me, he's like, oh, you got to be a citizen for that. I was like, ooh.
Bro. Or I wanted to be
I did that.
genuinely every year, like in elementary school, when they asked you what career they wanted to be, I always answered based off of what recent movie was cool to me. So like I remember one year I was like,
Transformer.
I was like, I want to be a jet pilot, and they're like, why? I'm like, Top Gun, bro.
Top Gun.
That shit was busting.
See, but you wanted to be a pilot.
No,
you didn't want to be.
I wanted low key. I
you
wanted to
didn't
be
want-
Tom Cruise.
Hey, well, you're too tall for that.
Yeah. Hey man, I'll chop my knees.
But the thing is, like, in that article said that right now kids feel like every kid feels special, and every kid feels like they're like
They're the center of the universe.
in this interview. And the thing is, like, when
But again, I think that's parenting.
but maybe it's not parenting, because also like parents can only influence. Again, it's the age old debate: is it nature versus nurture? You can
Parenting is nurture, though.
You can nurture your kid as much as you want, but at the end of the day, nature tends to win the battle.
The environment.
The environment you're at
Maybe.
tends to beat. I mean,
Yeah.
If you were a betting
again, it's a
man-
debate. If you want to go into that debate, but again, it also comes down to the parent opening that kind of communication
It's
to
one
the
of those
kid.
like if
So
you're
if
playing
it-
D&D, if you roll a 1, you're fucked.
But again, that's what I'm saying.
You want to
If you
hurt?
don't have the
If you got
communication,
that natural 20, bro,
Yeah.
you lucked out.
this is kind of like the last like really long episode that we had. That's the struggle that a parent has to experience. Is like you have to find that fine line of opening communication with them so that they can conversate about that kind of stuff with you, and then you also have to take a back step of instead of telling them what's right and wrong, at least try to like walk through it with them in your perspective too, because again, what they need or what they are experiencing in life is completely different than what we experience.
That's true.
that is true, and you're
So-
100% right. And you know what? I think that topic and that debate, nature versus nurture, should be brought up with Cho and also our special guest that will be coming up here, because
I like how he hasn't informed us.
oh y'all know who Chunky.
Oh,
he,
yeah,
he
yeah.
is a father, and
That's true.
you're a father, and obviously we are daddies. We're puppies.
Dude, that's gonna be an interesting.
because
conversation.
the thing is, for me,
Stay tuned, guys.
Yeah, stay tuned, because like to me, is one of the most important things to me. Like, obviously, I was raised a certain way. I was raised Mormon and very religious, and I turned out the complete opposite. And I mean, we'll have that discussion next episode. So,
But yeah, I don't know, guys. We talked about a lot.
we talked about a lot. Make sure
Has someone shit on you?
Watch, Chunky's gonna get here and we're gonna be like, "Hey, let's talk about fatherhood." Man, fuck that. that.
Man, fuck that shit, man. I got a Miata.
Pulls through the whole room with the Miata.
But yeah, thank you for checking this long episode. It's 3-man. Like, comment, subscribe. Y'all better be ready for the next topic. It's gonna go.
Hopefully.
We're gonna be a little bit deep than just poop talk and fart talk.
Yeah.
Wait. It disappeared. Sorry, guys.
Thank you. This is Off Center. Goodbye.
Like.